Noah was often told he was slow. Not slow in walking, but slow in learning. In class, while other students raised their hands quickly, Noah took longer to think. When lessons moved fast, his notebook filled with half-finished notes. Some classmates whispered, some laughed. Most just moved on without him. Noah noticed everything. At home, his parents worked long hours. They didn't push him or scold him for his grades. They simply told him, "Do your best." But Noah always wondered if his best was really good enough. Every report card felt heavy in his hands, each grade a reminder of how far behind he was. He felt like he was constantly running a race he could never win. One spring afternoon, Noah stayed after school to help clean the classroom. His teacher, Mrs. Allen, watched as he carefully lined up the books on the shelf, taking his time to make sure each one was perfectly straight. "You don't rush much, do you?" she asked kindly, a gentle smile on her face. Noah looked down at his shoes, feeling a familiar sense of embarrassment. "I try," he mumbled, "but I'm always behind." Mrs. Allen didn't lecture him. Instead, she walked him outside to the small school garden where tiny green shoots were just beginning to push through the dark soil. "Do you know why these plants all grow at different speeds?" she asked, pointing to the various sprouts. Noah shook his head. "Because each one has its own timing," she explained softly. "Some need more sun, some need more water, and some just need a little more time. If we tried to pull them up to make them grow taller, we'd only end up hurting them. True growth can't be forced." Those words stayed with Noah, replaying in his mind long after he went home. That summer, he spent his days helping his grandfather in the backyard garden. His grandfather was a patient man who never rushed. Together, they planted seed tomatoes, beans, and towering sunflowers. Noah watched as some sprouted almost overnight, while others took weeks to appear. Some needed extra water, some needed stakes to support them. He learned that gardening wasn't about speed. It was about patience and providing the right care at the right time. When school started again in the fall, Noah made a quiet decision. He stopped trying to race against his classmates. He stopped feeling ashamed when he needed more time. He stopped comparing his pace to anyone else's. Instead, he started focusing on his own progress. He began asking questions in class when he didn't understand, no matter how simple they seemed. He practiced his lessons a little bit every single day, building his knowledge brick, and when he made mistakes, he didn't quit. He saw them as part of the process. It wasn't a fast transformation, but it was steady. It was real. Years passed. By the time he reached high school, Noah discovered something surprising about himself. Once he finally understood a subject, he understood it deeply. He could remember the details long after others had forgotten them. He could even explain complex ideas to his friends in a way that made sense. While some of his peers who had always been the fastest learners started to burn out from the constant pressure to keep up, Noah remained consistent, calm, and focused. His slow and steady approach had built a foundation of knowledge that was unshakable. On graduation day, Noah wasn't the valedictorian. He wasn't at the very top of his class. But when his name was called to receive his diploma, the applause that filled the auditorium felt different to him. It felt earned. It felt patient. It felt real. Later in life, Noah became a craftsman, a woodworker who built beautiful, sturdy furniture, piece by piece. His workshop was a place of calm and precision. He never rushed his work. Every joint was perfect, every surface smooth. His creations were thoughtful, strong, and reliable, built to stand the test of time. Sometimes, new customers would get impatient and ask him why he worked so slowly compared to others. Noah would just smile, run his hand over a piece of polished oak, and say, "Because things built too fast don't last." Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, remember to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear it.